Did you know Walt Disney was actually rejected from a newspaper stating he had no imagination and that he went bankrupt several times before opening Disneyland? Or maybe you've heard this about Oprah Winfrey, that she was actually rejected from her first job stating that she was unfit for a TV show. Or maybe you've heard about our Indian superstar, Amitabh Bachchan. Amitabh was actually rejected from All India Radio, stating his voice was unfit for a radio show. Can you imagine? Can you imagine all these people being rejected for something that they are famous and are successful for? Can you imagine how their life would have been with all of the struggles? When we hear an Oprah Winfrey talk or Amitabh Bachchan talk, we get inspired, we get motivated to get back up from wherever we are and want to give our best so that we succeed in achieving our goals. And that is something you and I can do very easily, and that is called resilience. What is resilience? It's simply the ability of not giving up. We all know life happens, we all know life is unfair. Whether it is someone who is rich and famous or someone who is struggling, life can really be unfair to everyone alike, irrespective of your status, irrespective of how good or bad a person you are. So it's up to us. When life gives us lemon, do we want to make lemonade out of it, or do we want to sour our mouth? Choice is always ours. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Preeti Christina. I'm a life coach and a mentor, and I help people just like you rebrand your inward and outward image through personal development. And today I want to share strategies that have not only worked for me but also for my clients in building resilience and ensuring that we always bounce back when life gets difficult and when we have challenging situations. I was studying this theory called the self-determination theory, which talks about how humans have three basic psychological needs. And not being able to live a life that is fulfilling, not living a life that is something that which is your ideal life, leads to a lot of mental health and physical health issues. And lack of resilience is one of the reasons why we are not able to live a life that we truly love to live, or live a life that is an ideal life situation. When we lack the ability of bouncing back from difficult situations or handling life's challenges, it is going to impact other areas of our life, like personal and professional life as well. So if you are someone who gives up easily, it is going to stress you. You are going to have challenges like emotional outbursts. You are going to have challenges in managing conflicts or maintaining healthy relationships. So here are 5 things that has helped me and my clients build resilience, cope up with life challenges and situations, and be agile to changes. First thing is acceptance and self-awareness. Accept the fact that life isn't fair, not just for you and me, but for everyone in the world. That just means you and I are not alone in this particular situation or challenge. So problems in life is not just happening to us, but it's happening to a lot of us, and everyone is in the situation where they want to come out of it. But you are here, you are watching this video because you want to get over the feeling of giving up easily, or build resilience and ensure that you're able to handle life challenges. Maybe not easily, but still handle life challenges which you thought you could never do. So it's very important to understand that life isn't fair, and it gives a little bit of comfort to know that you are not alone in this life struggle or life challenges. Once you accept that life isn't fair, it's time to be aware of your problems, situations, and challenges. Most of my clients and even I have had the tendency in the past to run away from problems or challenges or situations and not face it. And it never works in our favor. So it is time to accept the truth, to face the challenges and situations of life. And that can only happen by being present. Now you can do that by either journaling your problems and situations, which will help you identify what's the solution, or you can practice meditation. And if you're new to meditation, you can even start with just 5 minutes. The idea to meditate is to just let your body and mind know it's time to slow down, it's time to be present, and focus on the present and not on the past, not on the future. The second strategy is breathing techniques. So when life gets difficult, when we have different difficult challenges or problems, we do tend to get stressed and anxious about the challenges around us, and that can actually affect our mental and physical health. So it's really important to focus on our breath and ensure that we are breathing right, because when we are breathing right, it actually helps reduce stress and anxiety. There are a couple of breathing techniques that you can use. You can use deep breathing techniques. For example, you can just focus on inhaling deeply, filling up your belly with air, and then exhaling deeply as well. Exhaling all the air out. When you do that, you automatically focus on your breath rather than the situation that is there right now in your life. Another technique of breathing is box technique, where you breathe for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, and then release for 4 counts. All of these different breathing techniques will help you, can be used in any situations, first of all. So it can be used right before you going out to present in front of the public or to your stakeholders. You can use this exercise when you're faced with difficult challenges or situations. It will just help you calm your mind and reduce the stress and anxiety. The third strategy is mindset, or having a positive or a growth mindset. It's really important to understand that in order for you to have resilience, a shift in the mindset needs to happen. It had to happen for me, it had to happen for my clients as well. First of all, we have to stop asking ourselves, why is it happening to me? Why is everything happening around me? Why is the weather bad? Why is the train late? Why is my boss being such a beep? Or why is my friend not understanding me? Stop asking why things are happening to you and start asking yourself, what is the learning, or what is life trying to teach me, or what is God trying to teach me? When you say things like, why me, why are things happening to me, why is everyone mean to me, which is something that I did too. I didn't notice it then, but I realized it later, that I had something called as a victim mentality. It is really very important to get ourselves out of that mentality and start presenting ourselves in a situation or in a position where we are asking life or God or the higher power, what are you trying to teach me, or what is the learning from this particular experience? I've been there, so I am not saying it from an outsider's perspective. Life has really not been fair to me as well, so I had to really start asking myself, what is the learning? When we ask, from why me to what is the learning, we are automatically taking ourselves or our mindset from being focused on our problems to being focused on solutions. So we become solution driven or solution oriented. The fourth strategy is to set meaningful goals. So it is really very important that you set goals which are realistic, which are meaningful to you. I have set goals in the past which were never realistic nor meaningful. It was just way too irrelevant and way too high. Like earning $1 million in a year, I mean, great, but had to be realistic. Where do I start right now, right? So it's really very important to set goals which are meaningful and which relates to you. And the last strategy is to practice gratitude. Every day, write 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for. Our mind, especially in situations when we are, challenging situations or problematic situations, we generally tend to focus on all the bad and negative things than focusing on the right things. So it's very important to practice gratitude. When you start practicing gratitude, you are making your mind automatically shift from what is not going right or what is not right in our life to what actually is going right and what actually works for ourselves. For instance, one of my clients who is a working mom and also a senior manager in one of the organizations, she came to me because she wanted to have this work life balance. What we didn't know back then is one of the reasons she failed to have this work life balance is because of resilience, because of not being able to manage challenging situations. And through our work together, she used these five strategies. So she started with accepting the fact that life isn't fair and life will happen to us, and we need to be ready to be adaptable or agile to changes. Once she accepted the fact that life happens, she also worked on awareness. Awareness is so very important because she started focusing on the present, on the situation, on the problem, rather than what happened in the past or what will happen in the future. Next step that she focused is on her breathing, because she, like me also, and like most of us, when faced with situations that do not work in our favor, which is challenging and problematic, our breathing changes, which actually affects our physical and mental health. So she focused on her breathing, which actually helped reduce stress and anxiety. The third step that she did was to have a positive mindset. So she, like me, again stopped asking things like, why me, why are things happening to me, why am I not able to manage work life when someone else is able to. And she started asking herself what is the lesson and what can she learn from this experience. The fourth step that she took is to set goals that are meaningful to her. Not goals, where she's trying to keep up with the Jonases, but trying to set goals which are meaningful and relevant to her. Once she was able to set meaningful goals, achieving them was not a task unlike all the other goals that she had set in the past. The fifth step that she did was to practice gratitude. She started journaling, she started practicing gratitude, she started writing affirmations, and she did that in the morning and right before she went to sleep. Soon after, now if you speak to her, she's this person who's not only able to manage work life, but also her relationship has at work has become better. There are lesser conflicts. There are people who walk up to her and appreciate her for the kind of language and the kind of manager and leader she is today. And I can't begin to tell you how very super proud I am of her as well. What do you think about these five strategies? Any one of them your favorite yet? Or maybe you've tried one of these in the past and it did or did not work in your favor. Do let me know in comments. Also, I look forward to seeing you in my masterclass where I talk about these strategies in depth along with tools and techniques and guides to help you build resilience and help you overcome life's challenges and situations. Until next time, bye.